What's going on, people? We should be live. What's happening, people? We are live on Facebook. What's going on? We are now live on YouTube. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Brother Winston, back at it again. Today we're gonna use that a little bit. Neuralink is a chip that's implanted inside. It's implanted at the back of a person's head, I believe. Okay, and it allows basically you to connect with computers. It allows you to it's supposed to be able to help people. For example, if, for what I've heard, if they have, things that are broken in their body, possibly arms, things like that, they can't move or they don't have limbs that are gone because everything in our body is controlled by signals. Okay. And as I said before in other videos, there's something in your brain that's like a radio transmitter. Okay. Neuralink helps to connect with that so that you can do things that you no longer can do. Okay. It's also said it's supposed to help with people that have depression and so on and so forth. Okay, that's what I've heard, to create different sensations and I guess feelings throughout your body. Okay, so today we're gonna look at this brother who got Neuralink. All right, let me pull this video up right quick, and we're also going to watch what's going on Living in Truth Ministries. Also, we're gonna watch a video that me and Living in Truth Ministries made. All right, so let's pull this video up first, y'all. Let's get right into this, y'all. We're gonna pull another video up. We're gonna watch a video that we made, a movie we did, but let's pull this up first, y'all. All right, you watch it all, let me know in the comments. Turn the music down right quick. Okay, let's get into this. Make my camera a little smaller so you guys can see what's going on. Okay, let's go. And also, I want to say this. I'm not making this video to attack the guy in any way at all, okay? This guy lost a lot of the functions in his body, okay? But I'm not making this video to attack him in any way. I just want to say it. So somebody come in the comments and say, oh, you're trying to know, ain't nothing against the guy, okay? This is about the tool itself. We're just going to be talking about it, so let's play it.
And I'm an engineer at Neuralink, and I'd like to introduce you to the first ever user of the Neuralink device. And I think you're my only telekinetic friend that I have.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, not many more of those out there. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Nolan Arbaugh. I'm 29 years old. About 8 years ago, I was in kind of a freak diving accident and dislocated my C4, C5. So I'm a complete quadriplegic. So I'm paralyzed from below the shoulders. I have no sensation or movement below my level of injury, so below my shoulders.
While he's been introducing himself, let me just flip the camera on so you can see what Nolan's been doing.
Yeah.
Let me come over here. Do you want to explain a little bit what's going on here?
Yeah, so I love playing chess, and so this is one of the things that y'all have enabled me to do, something that I wasn't able to really do much the last few years, especially not like this. I had to use like a mouse stick and stuff, but now it's all being done with my brain. If y'all can see the cursor moving around the screen, that's all me, y'all. It's pretty cool, huh?
Actually, can you pause the song just for the audio coming through? And that was also done with your brain?
Yep. It's all brain power up there.
I didn't notice. I looked at most of his video already, but that's something he was able to go pause the video just like that, just with his brain. Let me watch that part again.
Can you explain a little bit just to people for the audio coming through?
That's all me, y'all. It's pretty cool, huh?
Actually, can you pause the song just for the audio coming through? And that was also done with your brain?
Yep.
That's something right there. I'm sorry, that is something. And he could literally look at the screen and think. They always say that, and I've heard. They always. Let me take a drink of this water right quick. Hold on one second. They always say that the technology, that we have, the army and the government is far ahead of what we have. All right, that what they give us is not the top of the line, and they're giving us everything they have. And it makes sense. Nobody would, if you have technology, you wouldn't release it to the public until you've had it for some time. The fact that they can make something where this guy can literally look at a screen, and as you see how quickly he was able to make that cursor move to the right to pause that with his mind, I mean, it was like no delay. That is something else. I don't care. Nobody's. Let me make sure my turn this right here. That is something else. That is definitely something else. Let me get back in here. We're going to play y'all.
It's all brain power up there.
Can you explain a little bit just to people who maybe don't have any context on this field or what's going on here? How are you able to actually move the cursor?
Yeah, so we started out with trying out a few different things. We basically went from what we call kind of differentiating like imagined movement versus attempted movement. So a lot of what we started out with was attempting to move. So I would attempt to move, say, my right hand, left, right, forward, back to move. And from there, I think it just became intuitive for me to start imagining the cursor moving. Basically, it was like using the force on the cursor, and I could get it to move wherever I wanted. Just stare somewhere in the screen, and it would move where I wanted it to, which was such a wild experience.
This guy wants to know if you feel like a wizard.
Yeah, right. It's so freaking lucky to be a part of this and stuff. I mean, every day it seems like we're learning new stuff, and I just can't even describe how cool it is to be able to do this.
I believe that one of the reasons why they push technology out a lot and they're trying to give it focus is because scientists actually years ago have figured out how to control the frequencies in the human body so that a human being can actually be controlled remotely like a toy. All right. People think that's not true. I believe that is true. All right. I think that's why they want everyone to have a phone. I use a phone I have to use for work. But I think that's one of the reasons why I think their phones could be hacked and controlled. Thank you. Same thing for you. Same thing for you, and for all your support that you've been given. Okay. I give respect is due. I think that from the phones and everything, that a phone can actually can act as a receiver, okay, into a person. Not everyone wants to get this Neuralink device. Now, is this helping this guy? It seems to be. All right. I don't trust the government. I don't think anybody should. All right, fully. Okay. The government can do good things, but there's also evil people in the governments also. So because of that, you have to be a fool to completely trust the government. Now, Neuralink, this is through not Tesla, it's through Elon Musk. All right. It's a big company. Okay. He's one of the richest people in the world, not the richest person in the world. I don't think Elon Musk is an evil person or the Antichrist as some people think that he is. I don't even know. I don't think that he had any ulterior motive in making this besides what he said. It's possible, but I don't think so. But could this be used for something wicked? Absolutely. The fact that he said that they were doing different things with it as time went by. Let's go back and listen to what he says here regarding that.
I mean, every day it seems like we're learning new stuff, and I just can't even describe how cool it is to be able to do this.
And look how he says he first started to use it again.
Be a part of this and stuff. I mean, a wild experience.
This guy wants to know if you feel like a wizard.
Yeah, right. It's crazy. It really is. It's so cool. I'm so freaking lucky to be a part of this and stuff. I mean, every day it seems like we're learning new stuff, and I just can't even describe how cool it is to be able to do. Using the force on the cursor
Here we go.
Start imagining the cursor moving. Basically, it was like using the force on the cursor, and I could get it to move wherever I wanted. Just stare somewhere in the screen, and it would move where I wanted it to, which was such a wild experience.
This guy wants to know if you feel like a wizard.
I wish I don't know, I guess he was responding to a comment. I wish he had kept talking about that, but that's something. Okay, that really is something. Now let's look at the human body, okay, our human body. All right, if I want to point my finger in front of my eye, go like that. You know what's going on? You got to point there. Now, if I want to put my finger towards my eye, in front of my eye, put it in front of it, I could do it just like that. I could do it in an instant. All right. because the thought from my soul is then relayed to the processor of my brain. The desire is there. The desire in the soul the desire of the soul is processed to the brain, and instantaneously I'm able to once go like that. All right. Now for him, the fact that they figured out how the brain is controlled to such a degree that he can look at something. All right. It controls something by looking at it. All right. Now you may say, well, how is that possible? I'm not a scientist as they are. Okay. I am a scientist in the spirit to a certain degree. Okay. Because God has given us the understanding of the spiritual realm. So in that I am, but not when it pertains to what the world will call a scientist. Okay. But I will say with the basic understanding that I have, all right, I can understand that he's looking at something. All right. And the program is designed to allow it to connect to it. When you think about it, it has to be more than us trying to connect to the signals. For example, if a person gets their arm cut off, right? I just saw a video on this today where a black guy had his arm cut off, right? And he had like an arm that looked literally like something off of a Cyborg or Android. I mean, literally straight off of Blade Runner or something. It was crazy. Okay. And it was like dark metal. And he said he didn't want it to be color flesh tone. He wanted it to be look like it was metal. And he's moving a hand like this and all kind of stuff. He said that he could take it off and put it back on. And as ways, it's like sensors in there that can sense where his where I guess where the nerves were or whatever. And it kind of like, I guess it's a magnet or however it works. It just can sense it. It doesn't have to be actually connected to his arm. He could take it off and put it back on whenever he wants to. And the technology is that crazy. Okay, now, and that is, it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. Or for this guy right here, who lost the power to move his body from below his neck, I'm glad that it's good. I'll say it's good that he's able to do these things. Okay, but can this technology be taken advantage of? Yes. Do I think a lot of people will want to use it? I think a lot of people are going to want to use this, but like I said, we shouldn't be completely trusting of not only the government but of any company. All right, completely trusting. I mean, this is a very, very big thing that this guy is doing, and many people will probably do, which is to allow someone to put something in your brain which can control. If it allows you to control things, what will make you think that it cannot control you? Okay, you kind of think about it. Like somebody I know says regarding Tesla cars, they want to get a Tesla car because if the car can auto drive, they can drive you to prison if they want to. They can drive you to jail. Okay, the car can literally lock its doors and drive you where they want you to take you to. And you'd be sitting there saying, damn, why did I get this car? Okay. So, just something to think about.
Yeah, right. It's crazy. It's so cool. I'm so freaking lucky to be a part of this and stuff. I mean, every day it seems like we're learning new stuff, and I just can't even describe how cool it is to be able to do this.
Do you want to briefly talk about a little bit, I guess, what have you been using this for outside of these sort of research sessions or when you're just playing chess? What are some other things you've been getting value from this from?
Yeah, so one of the...
All right, Tony, why should people join us in Philadelphia?
Don't do it unless you're...
The first times y'all gave me complete control over this, I actually stayed up until... I don't know, like 6 a.m. playing Civilization 6. It was worth it, I guess is the best way to put it. It was awesome. I had basically...
I mean, think about it. He could play a game for hours. All right. Now, I mean, I'm still trying to figure out how is it they're able to make a move like that. And it could be that... This is another thing that I was telling folks, right? Which I'm going to talk about in this video also. Once again, let's ask ourselves the question. How is it that he's able to look at something and the program is able to tell what he wants to do by him looking at it? And that comes down to the fact that our eyeballs, okay, what our eyeballs do, or what we look at is relayed into our brain, but it's actually relayed into our brain in an area almost like a screen. This is extremely important if you want to understand how this stuff works and if you want to understand how you could be possibly controlled. Understand that what your eyes see, okay, create an image. Everybody knows that. But you have to understand that the image can be hacked into. That means that be hacked into on eyes. Simple as that. If he looks at something, you look at something, you have like I don't know. I don't know how this has been tested. Seizures is so sort of, as he said, as he commented. But you think about it, a person, I'm focusing straight, right? Everything on the side is blurry, right? Excuse me. Because of that, you could say just by that alone, you could say, well, the program can tell what you're looking at because it can tell what's in focus. Because your eyes, just like a camera, okay? God has made so that the eyes, what they focus on, will become sharper. It will come into focus based on what you're trying to look at, except for if it's so far away that it's outside of your range of view. Okay, but as long as something's in your range of view, you look at anything, and your mind understands she's looking in that direction. He's looking in that direction. Sharpen that image up. Increase the focus on that part. Everything else get blurry. That's how intelligent God made the brain. So scientists looking at this and said, okay, well, this is how the brain works, and it's creating an image. We'll take that and then relate it to a program where if a person is looking at a computer screen or something else, as things become image that's being cast into the back of their brain. All right. So like I'm looking at a camera that's then allowed to be sent up online all instantly. You're able to watch me literally like with like a second or a few seconds delay. Okay. All instantly. And you're watching me through a signal. Okay, that's sent to you instantly. The technology that we have, I just want to say this, the technology that we have is crazy. All right. Now, as for him playing that game, I'm sure it's more to it than even that. All right. It's not just what he's focusing on, it's more to it than that. I believe that scientists have figured out how to, and I said this before on my channel, they figured out how to actually read people's thoughts. Okay. Not just, it's obvious, and they wouldn't deny that they're able to see through this technology what is being displayed in your brain as it pertains to an image. They can actually see. That's how he's able to do this with his computer and stuff. It's because they're looking at the image and they're deciphering from the image that's being sent back to his brain what he's doing. But I believe they actually can also hack into your thoughts. All right. And because they hack into your thoughts, they can do even more. You may say that's impossible. No, it's not. Because the thoughts that you have, think about it. And I said this 1,000 times before. The thoughts that you have control your entire body. Okay. Your thoughts are like tangible objects. When they emanate from the soul and enter into the brain, they become like a physical object. And at that point, let me see, what do you mean by that? Well, your thoughts enter into a space where they're then sent throughout the body in signal format. Okay. When I want to move my hand like this and wave, okay, I had to have a desire in my spirit first to do that. Okay. And then from that desire that was for my spirit to do that, okay, then I had to, hold on one second, y'all. Let me mute this. I keep trying to turn my chat down. It's not turned down. I don't know why it's in this program. I'm just going to mute this real quick. Hold on. All right. Let's talk about this for 1 second. Yeah, so essentially, I'm able to wave my hand and instantly from the soul, it's sent. My gosh, hold on 1 second, y'all. I don't know what's going on with my channel in this program. I need to call these people up in this program. I don't have any muted my. I know I need to do. What's going on, Max? I know I need to do. Hold on, y'all. Just gonna do it. I'm trying to mute my chat here. I think it's over here. There we go. All right. Okay. My fault. Let me move this chat a little bit. I'm trying to mute my chat, and this dumb program not allowing me to do it. Go. What's going on, Max? Yeah. So once again, we're talking about how things are controlled, right, and how thoughts can be even possibly read. His brother is now the first Neuralink user. Okay, and it's a success based on what he's saying. I'm not surprised it's a success. Okay, and people want it. All right, so I'm able to go like this because it came from desire. The desire came from my soul. It went into my brain because the soul and the spirit, because the soul and the body are actually joined together, which allow the mind and the brain, to receive processing orders from the soul. The processing orders are then sent through the physical body. Okay, and that's how the soul, that's how the physical world and the spiritual world is connected. All right, but you can't see your soul, and I'm able to move my hands just like this. All right, and it happens in less than a second. All those desires and orders are being sent out and move instantly. It shouldn't be hard to understand. Just as you're able to watch me, like I said, talk within like a second delay. And I'm not at your house. I'm somewhere miles away from you, maybe in a different city or state or country to you, but you're able to see me live. Okay, or not live, you're able to see me recorded, but I was recording this live. You understand what I'm saying? The technology that we regular men have created, okay, in these times, okay, understanding that. So I'm saying to present once again the case that a person's thoughts can be hacked, all right, because the thoughts, even in the fact that you can move your body and move your hands, show you that your thoughts are being sent out in signal format, just as thoughts. But they have said, I have heard Elon Musk say that he was to use Neuralink to help people who are suffering from severe depression and different things. Now, of course, that would mean he would then send things into a person's. Not he didn't say they would make people just, you know, enter into a space where it's almost like total recall, where you're seeing a type of, you know, another world, another life. But he said that he could cast from Neuralink like different types of feelings over a person, and people think that's good. To me, that's an awful idea, a terrible idea. All right, but they think that's a good idea. And then, well, look, help a lot of people out. That could be like a drug, because if people do that and they like it, they'll run to that, and that could tear people's brains up. All right, really could, because it can become addictive. All right, but you know what I mean. This is just the beginning of this stuff.
Basically, given up on playing that game just because of how. I mean, it's a big game, and the amount of time that it takes to sit in on it it's just a lot, and I have to worry about a lot of things, getting pressure sores and things like that. So I just wasn't really able to play it as much as I wanted to, and y'all gave me the ability to do that again, and I played it for, like 8 hours that day. So I do that. I
It's
read
like
sometimes.
6 p.m. to like 2 a.m. or something. It's like,
it was a lot.
I'm giving you all my bad habits, man.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it was awesome. So I did that. I read. I like learning languages. I'm learning like Japanese right now. I'm learning a bit of French.
Maybe for the audience who isn't super familiar with assistive technology, why couldn't you play?
But I.
Would you play that like at 2 a.m. before, or what was the?
Oh no, there
there?
was no way. There was no way for me to do that. Because when I'm sitting up playing on, say, like my iPad or something, I need complete help from, say, my like parents or something to do it, and I just didn't have that capability to like keep them up all night. That's just not something I would ever want to do. So basically, I would have to go down when everyone went to bed in my house, my brother, my parents, something like that. And then on top of that, I can only play for a few hours at a time because, you know, I have to worry about pressure sores and stuff. I have to be readjusted. I have to do weight shifts, things like that. Just things that come with being a quadriplegic and stuff. So it just wasn't really feasible for me to, like, say, play a full game or anything. And now I can literally just lie in bed and play to my heart's content. Honestly, the biggest restriction at this point was like having to wait for the implant to charge once I used all of it. So play for 8 hours, have to get off and let it charge for a while, and then hopefully be able to play some more. I
wonder how the implants actually charge. I wonder if it charges off his energy from his body, or if he has to be plugged in or something like that.
It's been awesome. It's been so cool. And I'm kicking ass, too. So
in this chess game, too. It's
yeah, well, I don't know if I'm going to win this chess game, but we'll see.
And then maybe just...
It's probably another ad here, y'all. This is definitely interesting.
One final question. Your mom was showing me a bunch of...
Also, this page is called Farzad. I was going to say that. I don't know if this is their original creators of this video, but this page I'm watching right now is called Farzad.
Pictures of you in different Halloween costumes over the years. It's something that you go nuts on. So now that you have like actual, you know, force control over stuff, I guess that opens up the possibility space there a bit. What are you thinking to dress up as this year?
I mean, something my friends and I have been wanting to do for a while. I think I'm going to be Professor X. I think that's pretty fitting. Not only because he's in a wheelchair, and I think that just obviously fits perfectly, but now I'm actually a telekinetic, basically. Yeah, and so it's going to be cool. It's going to be real cool. My friends and I are really excited.
You're going to
freak
people out when you say trick or treat.
I know, right?
Okay, I think that's
end of the journey. There's still a lot of work to be done, but it has already changed my life, and I think that people who are thinking about, saying, applying for the human trials or finding some way to help out with this, to do your part. And that's the reason I got into it, was because I just wanted to help. I wanted to be a part of something that I feel like is going to change the world. I think there's nothing to be afraid of with that. The surgery was super easy. I literally was released from the hospital a day later. I have no cognitive impairments. Well, I guess none that were caused by the surgery.
I beat you in chess once, so
Yeah. I do have a pretty good record in chess right now. As far as just yeah, but I just think that it's really awesome, and I want to thank Neuralink for doing this, for working hard every day to make this, a reality. I think that they are. So thanks, guys, and I'm looking forward to releasing some of the on.
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna end here, but we're gonna plan to release more in the coming days. So if you want to stay in touch with what's going on here and hear more from Nolan and his work, just follow along here on Twitter.
Okay. Very, very interesting. Very, very insightful. Indeed. What y'all think? What y'all think about that? All right. Very, very, very interesting. I'm going to give you guys a quick story. I've said this before on my channel, I think 2 times. I'm going to say it again because I know people, sometimes I make videos and people don't even watch them. I got, not a lot, but still should be more than what views I get. I got 1,600 followers. All right. But I'll put a video out sometimes and I'll get 30 views, which lets me, number one, that YouTube is not letting people know that my videos are dropping. Okay. They're not notified when my videos drop. All right. My subscribers, I mean. But other times I may get over 1,000 or maybe thousands or whatever, but it just depends. But I know, so I put videos about these subjects. Okay. I put a few about this subject. I barely got any views. So I'm going to talk about it again. I remember some years ago. All right. When I first started to suspect that they have technology to be able to access your thoughts. When I first started to suspect this, okay, and come into a realization, which I believe now, which I tell people all the time when we talk about these things, which I believe is that scientists have figured out a way to access people's thoughts. All right. Me say it's impossible because my thoughts are my spirit and my soul. That's where they originate. Okay. That's where they originate, but that does not mean that they're not also broadcast in your brain. When they're broadcasted to your brain, they become something that can be actually grabbed by they become like a frequency. And the frequency, though, is invisible. It can be grabbed. It can be accessed. It can be hacked into. Okay. A person's thoughts can actually be hacked into. All right. Like I said, your thoughts are so tangible that they can control your body. So don't say, oh, it's impossible. No, it's not impossible at all. Okay. I believe that this technology is working because of that. I believe that that's really how this technology really is used, is because they know how to access people's thoughts, all right, in a variety of ways. All right. Not just a random signal, but they can even read the signals. They can see exactly what this means, exactly what you're desiring, and they can control it to a T. All right. Which may not seem like it's a bad thing, because it's allowing this guy who lost a lot of functions in his body to do a lot of new things, which of course people say that's good. And I'm glad for it. I'm glad that the guy is able to do more after being in his accident. Like I think he said it was a diving accident. All right. But will this be used for evil in the future? With mankind outside of God, what can go wrong will go wrong. Sad to say. Outside of the Lord, what can go wrong absolutely will go wrong. All right. Well, let me tell the story first. Years ago, let me turn my music on if it's on here. Years ago, right? Yeah, I hear you living the truth. Years ago, right? I was trying to get this this piece. I believe it was for my microphone, right? It was called it was a type of cordless mic set I was trying to get, right? So I remember I went to this pawn shop, right, to see what they had. And the pawn shop had, now I was not trying to get a particular one, okay? I was just trying to see what the pawn shop had, okay? So I went into the pawn shop, and while I'm in there, I see a certain set, a cordless mic set, right? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, I wonder how much this is. I look at it and I asked the guy at the pawn shop, I said, how much is this cordless mic? And the guy's like $375 or something like that. And I was like, really? This thing is used. I can tell it's been used before. It's not like it's like something that's brand new. $375. So I was like, I'm okay. So now this thing was in a case, like a glass case, whatever, right? Remember that. So I turned around. All right. I turned around, and while I was leaving, I think I may have turned my phone on and looked at my phone for another one. Okay. But I did not type the name of the cordless mic set or anything in. I didn't even remember the name. All I did was look at it. All right. Whether when I got home or on my way home, I noticed that when I looked at my phone, that exact cordless mic set, I mean the exact one. This was not a new set. This was maybe 3 or so years old. Okay. The exact set, the exact same color. When I saw that, I said, there's absolutely no way that could be up there as an advertisement. Okay. There are hundreds of different types of lavalier sets. All right. I didn't take my phone out and take a picture of this lavalier set or anything like that. I didn't say the name and say nothing like that so that my phone could pick it up through the mic, and then an ad can be pushed to me through that, which they will even tell you that's how they push ads, sometimes based on what they hear you saying on your phone. Okay. It was nothing like that. I had my phone in my pocket, but neither did the guy working there say the name of the set. I don't know if we can even see the name of the set. All right. But I'm going to tell you right now, when I got out of there, the exact same set. I mean, it was a particular one. The exact same one popped up as an ad. When I saw that, I immediately realized, I said, I see what's going on. See, because my eyes had looked at the set. Now, since my eyes looked at the set, all right, now an image was sent into my brain. All right. Now, if scientists have the ability to hack your thoughts, they could have hacked the image, and this is real technology, which I believe it is. It's already being used. Just that people don't understand it's being used right now. They have the ability to now sell to social media sites, and social media sites have the ability to use this technology where they can now, from time to time, hack into your thoughts. Okay, on images that are cast into your brain, look at certain things, and then push you a product just like that. You think to yourself, wow, how fortuitous is it that this product came up? I was just thinking about that, not understanding the reason why it popped up was not because God was trying to do you a solid, not because it was just a coincidence, but because your eyes saw that thing. All right. And when your eyes see something, an image is cast into the back of your head, to your brain. And then that image was hacked. All right. And once it was hacked, they're able to collect data from that. See, because you think that your phone is just, people say, oh, the phone is just a way for them to collect data on you. Your phone is not just the only thing that collects data. Your brain is also. All right. What will be better for a person that wants to collect data? To be able to collect data in a person's phone, or to be able to collect data that's from the person's actual brain? Okay. What can make you billions of dollars? Okay. Getting information from people's phones, or getting them from their actual brain, the central database, the brain. If that's possible, why wouldn't you want to do that? Okay, see what I'm saying? If you're a godless person, why wouldn't you want to do something like that? All right. So I believe for sure that then on top of that, when I saw it happen to me, I went online. When I went online, I found tons of people saying the exact same thing, saying, I heard one guy. I'm not gonna pull up because it'll be a lot. This live will be really really long. I have to go find it. But there's this guy online that says the exact same thing. He says that one time, you know, he tells two different instances. One instance he says that is that some food was given to him. All right. And he said that I think he says mother gave him some food, like in like some stuff like in a basket or something like that. And he said when he pulled this certain, he said he pulled this certain thing out and he looked at it, but he didn't say the name of this food. Then he said he went in his room and turned lights out and went to sleep. And he said exact same type of stuff. Then I saw another show. It was like Dr. Phil or something like that, where they had this guy on. And I saw another video where, but there was another video with Dr. Phil where they had this guy and he was saying that there's somehow people talking into his mind through some kind of radio thing. People were saying he's crazy. He said, no, I'm not crazy. The government is somehow using me as a test and they're literally talking into my mind somehow. And then I saw another video of these other guys. Now, I would have never believed that, except for the fact that I saw what I saw. Then I saw these other guys, okay? Most of these guys were homosexual, okay? And they were living in this small, like, rural town somewhere. And all these, there was like three or four guys that they showed. And all these guys were homosexual. And they said that they were being targeted by some kind of mental attack. And I think that, I can't think, it's an actual name for it. I can't think of the name. It's the actual name for this like phenomenon, okay? And these guys were saying that it was being used on them. And they said that at certain times, they would hear a voice speaking to their mind. And it wasn't like it was a demon. It was literally like a government voice or somebody. One guy said that the guy said something like, you know, just deal with it. You know, we need to use you for this or that. Just deal with it. They literally could talk. And then I'll end with this. Then there's another story which you could look up online. I'm actually going to pull this one up. I didn't plan on doing this. I'm actually going to pull this up. Let me see if I can find it. Give me one moment here. I'm going to prove to y'all what I'm telling you is not just some fake stuff. This is a real thing. I'm trying to find this video. This is a video of, I believe, Lucille Ball talking about this, okay? To show you, I'm telling you it's true here. All right, let me see this real quick. Let's see here. From I Love Lucy show. Pull this up. Come on. Okay. Pull this up so y'all can see. Let me turn the music down. I want to show y'all this so you can have a better understanding of this stuff. All right. This show is all about giving y'all understanding. All right. And spread the word of God. All right. Let's pull this up here. You watch it loud. Let me know in the comments. All right. Here we go. The following material is being... Okay, it's just some stuff. Okay, this 1974 interview with Lucille Ball illustrates that it has been known for many years that wireless communications, in this case radio waves from Morse code, can be picked up and amplified by metals implanted in the human body. Okay, check this out. Now, this is a known celebrity. This isn't just some Yahoo, as people will say, spouting off at the mouth. This is a person that is a known celebrity, okay, that had a major show for many, many years. All right, listen to what she's saying here. And she wasn't high or drunk when she was saying this stuff either.
There's a story you once told, and it had to do with World War II. And you were once...
I know the one about the dentist.
Yes. This thing is stranger than fiction.
Well, it's true. To make it short, I had some dental work to be done. You know, they put in temporary fillings. Mm-hmm. And I had never had it done before. What is it, lead?
I think in those days they were putting in temporary lead fillings.
Yeah. It was quite a while ago.
During the war?
Yeah. And...
World War II.
Yes. And I had several, upper and lower. And I went to work that day, and I got home very late. And it was, I don't remember what year, but it was after they had taken the Japanese out of California and unfortunately put them in the camps, which was a very sad time in California. And we were all on our guard, you know, about many things. There had been a Japanese submarine, Japanese fighter plane had been sighted going over our home one evening. 5 miles to drive, and it wasn't any fun. It was just a normal night. I wasn't frightened or anything. I was just driving along, and a road that I'd taken many times, and all of a sudden, I heard music. But I mean, with a great beat, you know, and I looked down to turn off my radio, and it wasn't on. And I turned around and looked to see if there's anyone behind me. And the music was getting louder and louder and louder, and I realized it was in my mouth. And it was beating in my ears. I could hear the tune and everything. I recognized the tune. And then it started to fade out.
What's going on, Chris?
Yeah.
What the hell was that, you know? What could it possibly be?
So she's in her car. She's hearing, once again, this is a no celebrity. Okay, you may not believe what I'm saying. This is a no celebrity, okay? I Love Lucy. You probably heard of that show before. All right, big show. All right. Lucille Ball. All right. I understand she's in the car. She's hearing music playing. It's not music from a radio or in her car. It's not music outside. It's inside of her body. All right.
And I didn't know what it was. So the next day I mentioned it at the studio to Buster Keaton. And he said, what street were you on, Moore Park? And I said, yes. He said, you went by the radio station. You picked it up. Well, you got any fillings? I said, yes. He said, you picked it up in your teeth. Well, I could hardly wait to go by there again. And I didn't go by at the same time of night, so nothing happened. There was no music playing, but I could hardly wait.
Call in a request.
Right.
Now you may say, well, how come I didn't notice I had fillings before? Because they don't use the same materials to fill people's teeth as they did then. Okay, that's one reason why you wouldn't have noticed that.
But about 5 nights later, because I had to wait, I don't know, a couple weeks for those teeth that were getting fixed. I was going up another street, almost home, and I was passing 4 vacant lots that were all raised so they could build the Birmingham Hospital. And as I went by there, I heard, and I'm picking it up on my teeth.
You mean?
Yes. And I stopped the car. Then I looked around, in the Morse code, like. And I backed the car up, and it got stronger and stronger, and I kept on backing it up until it really got strong, and my whole jaw was vibrating, like this. And then I got the hell out of there. I went boom, like this, because it was very late.
Now, why was her jaw vibrating and chattering? Because there was that much signal in that area, and because she had lead in her mouth from those fillings, which they don't do anymore. They don't use that material anymore because they try to get rid of lead from a lot of stuff because it can be dangerous. Okay, because she had those lead fillings, it was acting as she became a human receiver. All right.
And I couldn't wait to get back to MGM the next morning and tell the security office, and they found an underground Japanese transmitting radio station. Honest to God.
That is that a great story?
But then they just found it was one of the gardeners calling one of his friends.
Oh, now wait a minute.
No,
but you helped.
I don't know what happened to him. I just turned it over.
Let's have a look at those teeth that helped win the war.
I believe that's called the Dick Cavett Show. Okay, so yeah. Now, why did I show that, y'all? Oh, my camera. I'm almost off the daggone page here. Why am I always on the side like this? Okay, here we go. Why did I show that, y'all? To let you understand, once again, signals in your mind, thoughts, all right, things can be sent in, things can be taken out, all right. She had lead in her mouth. The lead acted as a receiver. These invisible signals which carry the radio information, okay, they carry our radio stations, so on and so forth, okay. Even the internet is carried by signals, frequencies, okay. She caught on to these radio stations and this Morse code and through the lead. But where is the stuff heard? In her mind, in her ears, okay. It was still sent upwards into her brain, okay. She was able to hear it through her internal radio, just like you have a radio. I know some people nowadays don't even have radios; they just have their phone. Okay, I guess the new generation don't do that, but you know, we had the radios, we had the boombox, all that kind of stuff. All right, God has given us that all up here, all in the head. All right, God already knew how to do all that kind of stuff, and scientists figuring out more and more about the inventions that God has created. They figured out that they could actually hack the minds. You can see by accident, she was actually able to have the radio sent right into her brain. All right. And then those signals were able to be deciphered and put right into her brain. Okay. So if that's possible, why can't the reverse be possible where if they could do that, why not? And this is years and years ago, decades ago. Why can't they hack the frequencies that are in your brain coming from your internal radio, okay, which is in your head, which is in your brain, hack those thoughts and even put thoughts in your brain. I'll even tell you this, y'all, and I can't prove this, but I did something I believe, and some people believe this also. I've heard people on YouTube say this. I believe that there are certain songs that may appear in your mind and you think, oh, that song just popped in my head. When in actuality, the song didn't just pop in your head, the song was actually put in your head. Okay. This would make a lot of sense too, because think about it. If someone could put a song in somebody's head, or if you could put a song in masses of people's head, you could really control a lot about what they do. If you could put a song in someone's head. If I'm watching people, for example, right, and I'm seeing, okay, they know these songs, they know this song, they know that song, they heard this song, they heard that song. I could make that song appear, or mentally bludgeon them with that song. And they think, oh, just song I just can't get out of my head. Sometimes, of course, you can't get the song out of your head, but sometimes I truly think that it's more to it than that. Let's look at this comment here, okay? Chris Howard says she was a witchcraft. All right. I think I may have heard something like that before. All right. That has nothing to do, of course, with what happened to her here. But yeah, if that's the truth, then that's unfortunate, okay? But yeah, so I saw another lady years ago before I even had my own experience, okay? And I've had other ones after that. All right. But I remember years ago, I heard a woman online saying that she lived in another small town. And she said that everyone in this town used to hear this music that would come on at times, and everybody would be complaining about it. And they said they would hear it in their head. It was like a radio station. They hear music playing in their head, and then it would go away. Come back and go away, and nobody will believe them. If you go to news stations, of course, news stations, you have no way to really prove what you're saying. So even the news couldn't really they felt like, well, we're not gonna report on this. It sounds like it's crazy when it's actually a real thing. Now today, in the year 2024, a guy is literally in a wheelchair, quadriplegic, and he's saying, look, they put a chip in my head, and now look at me. I'm able to play chess just by looking at the board. I'm able to play complex games like the computer, like the game Civilization on the computer, for 6 hours, as he said. I'm able to do all these complex things. As we saw in the video, he was able to just turn some music down. You saw the mouse cursor just move over to the right of the screen, and it just turned the stuff down just like that. Within a second, quickly. It wasn't even slow. It was like he had to sit and think really hard. No, it was just instantly. Okay, probably faster than the way we could do it with our hands, to tell you the truth. Okay, which could be another reason why people want to go through this, because they say, well, you control everything on your phone in your mind. You think about movies like the Avengers where they show Iron Man moving stuff around. He's moving different things around. Okay. Well, this is technology that they got is better than that. You think about also they had this new thing that came out this year, or last year. In the last year, it was that new Apple 3D. I forget what they call those things. Apple those, what do they call them? Not 3D glasses. What do they call it again? I forget what it's called, but it's like those glasses that you put on. Virtual reality, basically what it is. Okay. They came out with this new virtual reality goggles, Apple did, which allows you to see all kind of stuff, like basically be inside of your phone. You're able to, like I saw one guy online, he was actually preaching, and then he was watching a movie at the same time, okay, and doing something else. Like it gives you the ability to do all these different type of things, or all at once, just by putting these glasses on. I think they're called the Apple Vision Pro or something like that. I'm not mistaken. Okay. There's just so much technology, so many things going on. But I'm just saying these things to say, we gotta be aware. I wouldn't advise anyone to get none of this stuff. All right. And I'll say this before we go into the movie, which you're gonna watch. This short film that me and Living in the Truth Ministries made some years ago. Okay. And I'll say this. I had another dream many years ago. All right. And in this dream, I remember I was walking. I was going somewhere actually, and I felt like I was being pursued. And I felt like, and it was like a last day type dream, okay? And I'm kind of moving kind of fast. I think I started to run, right? And I ran towards this building. And I heard God tell me, he said in his dream, he said, put your phone down. It was like something I could put my phone on. And he said, like, put your phone right there and go in the building. And I didn't listen to him. I thought to myself, like, I heard the Holy Spirit speaking to me. And I thought to myself, why would I do that? And I heard him like 3 times. He said, put your phone down, put your phone down. I didn't listen to him, right? So I go into this building, right? In his dream. As I enter into the building, my body seizes up. All right. And no, I'm sorry. Is that what happened? No, not my body. First, what happened was I went to the building, right? And then I heard a voice speak to me, right? It was like it sounded like an older white guy, right? He was speaking right to my mind. And he said, you will be remotely accessed. And he did a countdown. So he said, you'll be remotely accessed in 5, 4, 3, 2. And when it reached 1, right, in this dream, everything went black. And then my eyes opened up and I saw my body moving, but I was not controlling it. I was not controlling my body, okay? And after that, I woke up from the dream. All right. And I never truly, when I first had it, I was like, what does that really mean? And then later I started to have these type of experiences. Actually, it's funny. Last year, one of my Facebook friends, right? So a young woman who's a Facebook friend, she actually contacted me because I think she may have saw me post about this stuff before, and it happened to her too. It actually happened to her. And no, I'm sorry. She didn't contact me. She posted about it. She posted about it on Facebook, and about something that's happening to her. And I posted under there. I said, this is happening because there's technology that allows them to do this. Okay, they can actually hack into your thoughts. And she was like, really? So I started talking to her on Messenger and telling her about XYZ. We started looking into it even more. But I'm telling you, this stuff is just crazy, y'all. So just on these things, y'all. I could put a bunch of videos on Neuralink, but I'm not gonna do all that tonight. We probably gonna do. I'm gonna sit and run an ad real quick, and then we're gonna play this video. So let me press my button real quick. For this ad, I'll be right back. What's going on, people? It's your boy, Brother Winston. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. I want to remind you guys that we are a live show. We go live 4 days a week: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's New York City time. Okay, join the discussion. Hope to see you next show. All right. Also, if you want to advertise with us, all right, we have out of those 4 days a week, 4 times you can advertise. Okay, so that's basically what 16 times out of a month you could be advertising for just $100 a month. All right, we can create an ad for you. Okay, and put the information to your ad in the video description below this video. Okay, a great way to advertise, a very low entry price. All right, so thanks for watching, guys. Let's get back to the video. If you want to donate to this ministry and to this channel, this is how you can do that, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you can do that. PayPal, all right, Cash App, or Venmo. All right, if you want to support this ministry and this channel, this is how you can do that. I appreciate everyone who's given in the past, like Sister Llewellyn, Redeemed, Jacqueline P, Nariel B, and Nari B, and so many others. Okay. I'm just naming the people I can think of at the moment, okay? I want to thank you guys for donating and helping this ministry out, okay? And then finally, let me pull out of here. Finally, if you want to check out the things that we have for sale, all right, then check out the URL, which is, where is it at? Right here. blessedartwork.store. This is the website where I sell Christian apparel, like that nice shirt guy with me, so I'm chilling. Okay, just sold one of them the other day. All right. Or all the other things we have on our website. Okay, we have clothing. All right, we have sets. We have wall art for your house, and we're gonna have Christian comic books out also, which I have already. I just gotta put them on the website. Easier said than done, but I'm gonna get that done soon enough, y'all. But check out the website if you have not yet. This is the URL once again: www.blessedartwork.store. Okay, if you want to type in www.blessedartwork.store, there should be a link also in our YouTube video description if you watch this on YouTube. All right, okay, let's get out of here and let's pull up this movie, y'all. We first started doing this movie, right? We didn't plan on it being like, it was just supposed to be a test. I would say it was just supposed to be a test. All right, but as we did it, we said, you know what? Let's make this a complete thing. Okay. And you know, this movie is rough around the edges and all that kind of stuff. You know, it could be better. I'm sure it could be better. This movie is very impactful. All right. And it talks about the time we're living in, the last days, and it relates to what we just talked about, y'all. About half an hour or so long. All right. So let's go right into this, and I'll be back. Also, if you can, well, you can comment while we're watching if you want to, because everything's muted up right now. All right. So y'all ready? Hope you got your popcorn, all your everything you need. All right, because this time I'm gonna turn my camera off here, ladies and gentlemen, and we are gonna watch this film. This is my company right here, Open Hands Art and Animation. All right, so let us get into this. Let me turn my camera off. Mute my mic. Turn the music off. Okay. All right, y'all. Here we go.
I want to know Christ and the power of his resurrection. I want to know Christ and the power of his resurrection. I want to know Christ and the power of his resurrection and the fellowship of sharing in his suffering. Become like him in his death And so how to attain the resurrection from the dead. Thank you, Lord. God, I'm good they didn't see me. What am I gonna do, Lord? Jesus. Lord, oh, heaven. God, I haven't even eaten. I'm so hungry, God. Lord, you said you will provide all my needs. Should I just go ahead and just take it? I just don't feel right. I just don't feel right. I don't feel right. God, Lord Jesus. I need you. I need you, Lord. Why are you forsaking me, God? Ah. Great. Peter answered him, "We have left everything to follow you. What then will be there for us?" Jesus said to them, "I tell you the truth. At the renewal of all things, when the Son of Man sits on his glorious throne, you who have followed me will sit on the 12th throne, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And everyone who has left their houses, or brothers or sisters, or fathers or mothers, or children or fields for my sake will receive 100 times as much and will inherit eternal life. But many who are first will be last, and many who are last will be first." Then I saw another beast coming out of the earth. They had 2 horns like a lamb, but he spoke like a dragon. He exercised all the authority of the first beast of his behalf and made the earth inhabitants worship the first beast. Most fatal wounds had been healed, and he performed great miraculous signs, causing even fire to come down from heaven to earth in full view of men. Because of the signs he was given power to do on behalf of the first beast, and has deceived the inhabitants of the earth. He ordered them to set up an image in his honor, the beast who was wounded by the sword and yet lived. He was given the power to give breath to the image of the first beast, so that he could speak to cause all who refused to worship the image to be killed. He also forced everyone, small and great, rich, poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on the right hand and on their foreheads, so that no one could buy or sell unless he had the mark, which is the name of the beast, or the number of the name. This calls wisdom. If anyone has insight, let him calculate the number of the beast, for its number of it's a man's number. His number is 666. Lord, you know all things before we even ask it. Right now, you know what is about to come, oh God, and I don't even know what to do right now. And I'm trusting and believing in you. I don't know who to go to and who to talk to, Lord. I gotta go. They're forcing. I'm not someone is my even my own best. Not someone is even my own best friend can turn me in. All the people they care about is money. They care about is money. And right now the cash is useless. I can't buy anything without, I can't use cash unless I receive that on my skin. Lord, what do I do? I'm afraid. I don't even know if anybody just reported me yet. There's a reward out. Lord, show me. Give me a sign of something, Lord. I need to know. What do I do? I ain't got no money. Because they don't take cash, I can't buy. I can't sell anything because I can't get any credits for it. God, you have to be more clear with me. I need to hear your voice, Lord.
Manuel Gonzalez. Manuel Gonzalez. This is the house.
Oh, man!
got satellite imagery of him jumping over the back porch. Alright, I'm coming.
I serve a glorious God. I serve a glorious God. I serve a glorious God. Lord God. Glorious.
What's going on, y'all? I'm gonna pause to this.
The glory divine. You know the glory divine. I serve a glorious God. These is like evil times that we living in now. I serve a glorious God. So things that can happen to me, that happen to them, I still know there is glory in God. I don't worry cause the Lord can provide. You see I got Jesus Christ on my side. I got the sword and the shield at the side. I got the Lord God and He is divine. No matter situation that could come my way, I know there's a way. Walking with the Lord, He's the W-A-Y. For all things that could come, I say, Lord God, help me and pull me high. I did stuff I was about to die. Trust in your word, trust in your ways. You are the light, you are the safe haven that I need. Trust in you, God, and I'm freed. Every shackle that was on me, I tried to pull it, but I couldn't be freed. I serve a glorious God. I serve a glorious God, and the glory is thine. May the glory of God so high, and the glory of God so high. The glory of God so high, and the glory of God so high. The glory of God so high, the glory of God so high. The reason why I can even live, and I can even die.
Sir, I know you don't know me, sir, but I see that you got the good word there and trust.
Hello, my brother. How is things going?
Not so good. They're after me, and you already know that it's mandatory to take that.
You look troubled, my brother, but let not your heart be troubled. You came to the right place at the right time. You will have no harm done to you here. This is the sanctuary. The cross is our guide. Jesus is our God. You have no fear here.
I didn't know where to go. I just saw this. I saw the cross. I saw the sign. I mean, but what if they come here? I mean, what do we do if they show up here? I mean,
I'm gonna reload this page real quick, y'all. I'm apologize. It never happens. As you can see, I never had a video stop like this before, but probably the devil. Let me I turn all the extra stuff off.